Hi, I have in front of me a 1.2 meter male USB to male USB cable. So basically what we have is it's a USB cable, two male connections here. And the reason we've added this on is just specific instances, instead of having the standard male to female, it's best to have male to male. So what I'm going to do here very quickly is just give a demonstration on it. I'm just going to talk a little bit about specification of the cable first of all. It's 1.2 meters long. It's USB 2.0. It makes it backward compatible with 1.0 and 1.1. The maximum length you can run with a 2.0 is about 5 meters or so, and we do have longer cables in the range. If you're using a 3.0, the maximum run length you can have is about 3 meters or so that's significantly less. In terms of if you're using this in conjunction with hard drive, something like that, just note that there's a power drop off per meter of cable that you're running along. So you might be better off to have mains, power, things like that, drives, if you're going to have a longer run of cable. So I'm going to give a demonstration of where we might possibly use this. We're just trying to come up with a useful example for somebody. So if we come along here and we have a set-top box that's mounted right next to a television. So this box is the Nano. It's hung on behind the television, and we have a little faceplate next to it, but we want to be able to access a hard drive, but we don't want a hard drive stuck behind the television. We'll look at this following scenario. We come along, we have the faceplate right next to it, and we have, on the far end, we have a faceplate in a cabinet, and this is where we have our hard drive or USB stick. So what we would do is, we would connect the two cables hidden behind the wall using this run of cable, and we'd have our two connections here. So the cable is male on both ends, here. And what we do then is we'd use another male to male cable here, and we'll take the output from the USB, and we'll run it directly into the USB port on this set-top box. So now what we could have is this USB stick over here, and we'd be able to read it directly off of this by running this cable behind. Now if we had a longer run, something like that, we could actually be using this in conjunction with a male to female cable and extending it out a little bit further. So you could do it here. So it's sort of can act as an adapter in certain circumstances, particularly if you had USB cables pre-run in the wall, you needed to convert them over to a different type and extend it a little bit. Something like this cable is perfect. So overall, I think it sits very nicely into our overall range of USB cables. I like this particular one because we've had a lot of requests for it. People have explained that needed to extend cables or convert them from male to female, something like this. And what we're able to do with this cable is exactly that. So that's it anyway, an overview of the 1.2 USB male to USB male cable available on freetv.ie.